Hey everyone, in this video we're gonna learn how to install OpenAlgo in Windows machine. So first thing first, what I'm gonna do is like I'll go and get the pretty basic requirements for installing OpenAlgo. So you have to ensure that you had downloaded VS Code, right? And then ensure that you had downloaded and installed Python as well, and you also installed Git SEM. So once all the installation is done, right? So first thing is like you have to go and open up your Visual Studio Code. So from here you have to ensure that you control Shift P and go and select the interpreter. So ensure that you had selected the proper interpreter over here. And once this is done, right? So next is like go and downloading OpenAlgo. So I'll go to File, Open Folder. I'm going to create a new project folder over here. I'll go to the D drive. I'm going to keep my file over here. I'll say like OpenAlgo-fresh. So whatever the name that you want to give, you can give the name over here. I had given OpenAlgo-fresh for time being, right? And once this is done, right? So I'll go to OpenAlgo, right? So I'll go to OpenAlgo. From here you can go to the GitHub link and copy this GitHub link. And now come back to OpenAlgo, open the terminal. So from the terminal, first ensure that all the required installation file is there or not. So check the Python -- version, ensure that Python is installed, and followed by that also ensure that Git is installed over here, Git -- version. So Git is also installed. The next important thing is like install the UV. So pip install UV. So UV is like kind of a modern library installer. It also provides virtual environment, secure way of installing, running OpenAlgo, faster way to install OpenAlgo, right? So once all these three setups are done, right, now it is time to go and install OpenAlgo. So we can use the git command to download OpenAlgo. So git clone and paste the GitHub URL and type enter. That will be installing OpenAlgo. So that will be downloading like complete OpenAlgo source code, which you can see it on the left hand side. So it contains an .sample.env. This is where we gonna copy it. Don't rename the file, but just copy the file. So first get into the OpenAlgo folder and then use the cp command. Cp is for copy. So cp space. Then you have to put the sample.env. So you copy the file to the .env file name. So this makes a copy of .env file. So this is where we gonna keep our broker credentials, right? So in order to get the broker credential, let's say I'm gonna go and install for a particular broker. I'm gonna get the credentials for a particular broker. So I'll go to the documentation. From there, I go to OpenAlgo. From here, I'll go to the documentation. From the documentation, I'm gonna go to the broker section. So which you can go and configure for your own favorite broker. Different broker have different configuration instruction. So here I'll go to a particular broker and then I go and get the developer portal link. I'll go to the developer portal link. I'm gonna create a new app, right? And I'll say like OpenAlgo-fresh. So that's the name I'm gonna give over here. And it's asking for a redirect URL. So the redirect URL, it's gonna be the redirect URL from which place your OpenAlgo is running. If it is running in your own custom domain, then you have to enter along with your custom domain. Since I'm running locally, my redirect URL is going to be, so if you go here, this is where my OpenAlgo is gonna run. I'll say like Upstocks is the broker name. I'm gonna configure over here. And that's gonna be my redirect URL, right? If it is custom domain, you have to enter your custom domain over here. And followed by that, it's asking for a primary IP and secondary IP. Right now it is optional, but very soon it will be made mandatory for the SEBI compliance part. So if you don't know your IP, you can always go to openalgo.in/IP. That will be listing down your IP address. So you can just copy the IP address from here and then you can go and enter it in your primary IP. If you are running in your server, then your server IP is what you have to enter, Windows Server IP or Ubuntu Server IP. That is what you have to enter over here. And ensure that you accept all the terms and conditions and click on continue. and confirm the plan. So that will be creating an new API credentials. So take that API credentials over here. Now bring it back to the API key and API secret. Right, I'll just copy the API key and API secret over here. I posted it. Now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to run the application. So in order to run the application, we're going to use the UV method. So UV run app.py. The app.py is the main entry point for the OpenAlgo. So I'll type UV run app.py. What it does is like it creates virtual environment. It also installs all the libraries, and it also initializes the database for the very first time. Right, so it initializes the complete database, and it's going to take a few seconds for the very first time to create all the database, to start the schedulers, to start the market data and everything. Right, so once this is done, you will be seeing the URL. So this is the URL where OpenAlgo is running, and this is where the WebSocket port which is running over here. So I'm going to do a control click on that. Right, so the moment I do a control click, it opens up the OpenAlgo. I'll go and log in. The moment first time when you are trying to log in, you ask for an initial setup. So since OpenAlgo is a single user application, right, what you have to do is like you have to create the OpenAlgo login. This login is OpenAlgo login, not your broker login. So set up the login credentials for the first time. Right, once this is done, you can start logging into your broker application. So I'll click on create account, and my account got created. So later on you have to go and configure SMTP credentials if you forgot your password, or you can also use an TOTP based password recovery, which you can find it in the documentation section. So I'll go and enter my username. So this is the username which I created right now. Once I'll sign in, it takes me to the Upstocks account. So from the Upstocks account, let me click on connect account over here. That will be asking me for the credentials. I have to enter the credentials. So once the credentials are done, I try to click on it, redirect me back to my OpenAlgo portal. Right, so from here you can see that automatically the master contract download starts, and once the contract download is successful, it will be showing you all the downloaded symbols. It will be giving you a green signal to start your algos. Right, so don't start your algo trading unless the LED is turning green. This is very much essential. And if you want to change your passwords, or you want to set up the Gmail credentials, you can go and from the profile section, you can go and change your password if you want to change your password. Or if you want to send an email reset, you have to set up your Gmail SMTP configuration. Those configuration instructions you can find in the documentation. So documentation you can also reach from here. You can always go to the documentation. You can from here you can always go to the getting started section. From here you can go and see the SMTP instructions and TOTP instructions. This is primarily useful if you want to reset your password, if you forgot your password, right? And followed by that, you also need an API key. This API key is pretty much required for placing orders from your trading strategies, from your Amibroker strategies, or TradingView strategies, or Python strategies, or even Node.js or Go strategies, or Excel strategy. Anywhere you want to place orders to OpenAlgo, the API key is pretty much required. You should not share this API key with anybody. And if in case you think your API key is exposed, you can also regenerate your API key so that it changes automatically. The old key will be made obsolete, right? And so that is with OpenAlgo, and we also have an API analyzer as well. So we have like two different modes. By default, the mode is live. You can switch to analyzer mode if you want to test your strategies before going it live, right? So anytime you feel like your strategy is working fine, you can always switch back to the live mode, right? So once everything is done, let's say like you want to restart your OpenAlgo application, what you have to do is like, let's say I'll log out fresh. Everything has been logged out, right? I'll also close my VS Code as well. So what you also have to do is like on a daily basis, open your VS Code and ensure that you go to that particular folder, go to the CD space OpenAlgo, and then start UV run app.py. right? So that will be starting up the application. So if you want to stop the application, what you can do is like you can press Control C. Control C will be breaking the application, right? So anytime you want, you can restart the application, as simple as that. So that will be making your OpenAlgo running always. And one more important thing is like no matter what, by 3:30, right? So the 3:30, so not 3:30, but 3 o'clock. So if you could see that there is a timing which has been mentioned over here, 3 o'clock. So all user sessions will be automatically expired by 3 o'clock. That you can see it in the .env, which means by midnight 3 o'clock, your OpenAlgo will be logged out. So means on a daily basis, after 3 o'clock, preferably after around market timing, the user is expected to log in on a daily basis, right? That because the authentication token which is provided by the broker expire on a daily basis. So it's highly recommended that you log in manually into OpenAlgo on a daily basis, and that is part of the compliance part over here. That's more of an exchange compliance, right? So anyways, that's with OpenAlgo. So I hope that gives you more clarity about how to install OpenAlgo in your Windows machine, right? So let me know if you have any issues. You can always join our Discord community from here, right? So that will be redirecting to the Discord portal. And if you are facing any issues, you can always post your issues in Discord. You can also reach us if the issue is sensitive, you want us to take a very closer look. You can always post in the issue section. You can go to GitHub. From here, you can go to the issue section and you can post your issues. If there is a critical issue, we'll ensure that a timely assistance will be taken care. So since OpenAlgo is completely community driven, definitely you can expect some pretty good community assistance. So I hope that explains everything about OpenAlgo. Let me know in comments if in case you need more details about OpenAlgo. Thank you.